Hello, America. So this is our first video blog. Decided to do just to keep updates up as we finish the first season of our show. So just want to talk about the last week we did. Kenneth.
Oh God.
This guy was in he was in California where I had to be stuck here in the desert.
I made it back to America. Thank God. It was so wonderful. No, it was really good. I left. I went home for one of my good friends' wedding, and I had a very, very great time. I got to see friends, family, and although I didn't get to see everybody, I got to see a lot of people, which was really, really, really fun. But it was really hard though because coming back after being in so many foreign countries over the last few months, and then going home to where everything is the norm and it just makes sense and it's just the way that it's supposed to be, because that's what I'm used to. So it was a nice refresher of seeing people who make me who I am, whether it be family, it be friends. But it was definitely hard to leave because I would have loved to have stayed a little bit longer. But what are you gonna do?
Wouldn't we all?
Although I did get to spend one night in London with my cousin, so shout out to Eunice and your happy birthday, who turns 29 again. And
I turned 29 again 2 weeks ago.
Right, I've been 29, 25 for a while, yeah. But no. And so I got to spend time in London, and then I had the opportunity to go home, and it was really fun, and it was great. And of course, because with my friends, all we do is keep alcohol companies in business.
Right? They owe you their salary.
So how was your week? What'd you do?
No, I got a trip to Paris I was there for Paris Fashion Week.
Wait, I was in London for London Fashion Week. Score.
It was cool because a couple of friends of mine from San Francisco also got booked for Paris Fashion Week. So I went there and met up with them. It was two designers I know and two other models. So we all walked in one of the shows on Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Saturday. And then I extended I was supposed to leave on Sunday, but I extended it till.
So are these things going to be on the fashion TV? Like, boom, there's like BK.
I am not 100% sure about that because everything just came last minute. So I'm just flying by the seat of my pants.
Gotcha.
So I didn't know too many details. I was just like, do this, come here. And I'm like, all right, there you go.
Gotcha.
But I've seen some pictures on Facebook and stuff like that. Anyway, but no, Paris was awesome.
His first Paris trip.
Right. First time in Europe, actually.
Oh yeah! 3 continents, baby. 3 in 1 year.
Asia, Europe. I guess you could say North America.
Oh wait, no. Well, you've been to 3.
Been to 3.
So North America, that's a given, but kind of not really, because you kind of got to like go to Mexico, Canada, Bermuda, Uruguay, one of those other places, in America or in
within
North
the
America.
Year.
No, in North America.
Yeah, but within the year.
Yeah, but being from the United States does not count. So you've been in like 2 other continents.
Yeah, 2 other ones.
Right. Okay.
If
Well, technically America, 3. Okay, I get
technically.
it. Yeah.
So I'll put that in. I'll write that one down.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Paris was awesome. I really enjoyed just because that city has so much history. It was really cool. Just I got to check out the Eiffel Tower. I was gonna go to the Louvre, but didn't make it because it was just so busy.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Notre Dame with a friend of mine. Actually, one of my favorite photographers, her and her husband, they go around like Europe and Asia and stuff, and do photography workshops and stuff. I work with them a lot in the Bay Area. She was actually in Paris for a couple of weeks, and so when I got there, she was in London. And then since I extended my trip instead of leaving Sunday, I left Wednesday, that I was able to meet up with her for, we had got lunch, did an impromptu shoot just as we went around Paris, right? So it was really cool. I haven't seen her for, I don't know, like maybe a year almost.
Oh, okay.
But no, so that was really cool. We went to a shoot where it had I'm sorry, not a shoot, but the show. My friends did a second show for Paris Fashion Week, and old Jimmy Choo was there. You know the shoes.
Oh, Jimmy Choo.
Jimmy Choo. They kept calling Professor Jimmy Choo, and me and a friend of mine who's a designer.
What?
She was like, "He's a professor." I'm like, oh, "Sure." I mean, if you're famous for making shoes and stuff, I guess you might as well be.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for living the stereotype. So, anyway.
So, yeah.
Transitioning forward beyond this. So, I was at home where Ben wanted to really go home, which was a really nice break. But then Ben was in Paris where I really wanted to be. So, the both of us kind of had this dichotomy where it's like, well, I want to be where you want to be. You want to be where I want to be. Fine, whatever. Let's get to the common thing that happened between the two of us. So, horrible flights.
Yes.
Horrible.
So the flight to Paris wasn't so bad. It was some Italian airline. And international flights, they give you free drinks. But this airline, I was dealing with Italians, and they were just kind of really, oh, I don't know. I got to ask my boss. I'll give you another drink. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Am I slurring my words? Like, what's going on here?
Were you?
Not that I knew of. I did not feel like I was at that level where I'm slurring my words.
Right. Gotcha.
But so, hey, I got drinks. But the way back, because I had to redo my flight for the way back, it was a different airline altogether called Pegasus. And I think that's based in Istanbul, Turkey. Mm-hmm. So my layover was there.
You mean the flight that was like over an hour and some change late to pick you up? Yeah, your flight time said 2:20.
Oh, and
I picked you up at 3:50. Yeah.
Was it 3:50?
Yeah, it was damn near 4 o'clock.
Well, we did sit on the tarmac.
It was damn near 4 o'clock in the morning. I should know because I was laying there waiting for it. Almost got left at the airport.
Anyway, so the night before I got on my plane, I was up all night with this because I met some girl at this show I did, and we were hanging out. Mm-hmm. And I was up all night because the club was open until like 5. So I'm like, well, I ain't going to sleep. I'll sleep on the plane. So I sleep from the flight from Paris to Istanbul.
Can you really give us the intimate details? Can we just get to the meat?
So anyway, from Istanbul to Dubai, they didn't give free drinks. They did not give free anything. It was all, you had to pay for snacks. You had to pay for food. I'm just like, what the heck is this? Luckily, when I was on my layover,
yeah,
I went to this little lounge area. It was 15 euros, and it's just got a bunch of little snacks and like beer and like wine and stuff like that. So just all you can eat. So I'll grab a wine and a beer, throw the wine in my bag, go back, grab another wine. I put about 6 wines in my bag, and they were about 200 milliliter bottles.
None of which made it to Dubai.
No, I made sure to drink those on my 4-hour flight to Dubai because I couldn't get anything else.
Well, okay, so he was clearly on the third world airline. I, however, flew Virgin, and apparently Virgin from Dubai to London is great. It's awesome. They give you lots of drinks. The flight's not full. Everything's copacetic. It's an 8-hour flight going. I was supposed to sleep a little bit, but apparently I was at happy hour from the start to finish. Whenever they started the drink service until they ended it, that was me. And but then the flight from London to San Francisco was ridiculously horrible. It was packed. It was everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And then you have just, it felt like people who had never flown before, and this was like their first international flight. It was like, what are you doing? Anyway, horrible. So then returning from San Francisco to London, yeah, a night flight. Oh, you gotta love those. A packed night flight, not fun, because what do stewardesses think? That everybody's gonna go to sleep, but there's always there's always that select few group of people who are like, no, I don't want to sleep. Give me coffee, give me booze, give me water, give me snacks, give me whatever. Yeah, they were acting like they couldn't bring anything. So then the only thing that made it better was after an 8-hour layover in London where I couldn't even go into town because I was afraid to miss my flight. On the flight from London back to Dubai, well, I had an entire row to myself, and at least these ladies brought me drinks. They had a little bit of fun. But it still was like, would I ever fly Virgin again after flying so many different airlines that have so much better service? Like Thai has great service, Asiana has great service, Emirates has great service, and so does what's the Walufu Wanza?
Cathay Pacific is not too bad either.
But the whole thing about it is, I know it's not about drinks, it's just the amount of service that they give you. So there's a little things about Virgin that were okay, but there were a lot of things about it that don't compare to other airlines. So apparently if you're flying on a 747, you're screwed, but if you're flying on an Airbus, you're great. Whatever.
I had 737s. I didn't have a TV to watch, but I had an iPad, so I'm like, all right.
I did see X-Men Days of Future Past at least 6 times.
I was upset. When I flew to Italy, I was watching a bunch of movies, and I saw they had the movie Up in the Air with George Clooney.
Oh, yeah, so that was on there. I just didn't want to see it.
I didn't want to either, but I didn't have anything else to watch. So worse stuff or something I'd seen. So I go about a half hour through, and then we landed. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll finish the last hour and a half on the way back. No.
Wasn't there?
Pegasus had 737s that had absolutely no TVs. They had like the little button plugs, and you can listen to.
Oh, it's a horrible music. What is this? 1997?
Right? Like, it's a blast from the past right now. Like,
it's so horrible.
Reminds me when I was a little child.
Anyway, according to this one, don't.
I would not recommend Pegasus Airlines.
There you go. Not that you've ever heard of it, but
if you hear of it, steer clear.
Fly Pegasus, not Pegasus Airlines.
Right? If you got a fucking horse with wings, fly that thing.
Such language, Benjamin. Children may watch this.
I hope they do. They will be scarred for life.
So anyway, moving along to a whole lot of rambling and a bunch of stories. So basically, in Dubai this week, we have a lot of things going on. The end of Fashion Week is coming up in less than 2 days, so our crazy scheduled days are about to come to an end, and then they're about to turn back into another big crazy schedule because all of the commercial stuff is really going to start. The fashion is now going to go on for like another 6 weeks, but it's kind of sporadic here and there where designers just want to do things. Now it's really going to be crazy with doing commercials from everybody, from Nike to Emirates Airline to Adidas to
whatever the hell we did that casting yesterday for.
Some whatever it was, and I don't know what that cast. I went to a casting
for a commercial or something.
They needed black people, but it couldn't be black people. I had to be from Africa, so apparently I'm Nigerian now. So
I can see that.
Whatever. So that's really what it does. So pretty much that's how our week is going to be. It's going to be very busy. So hopefully next week's video blog for Friday will be full of stuff and crazy stories. But until then, America,
deuces.
Have fun and be safe and.
And this guy brought me sriracha from back in from San Francisco.
Sriracha, seasonings, a birthday gift I haven't given him yet, and
is it those shoes? Giuseppe's.
Right. All right. Cool.
I wish. Smelling that in France, I was like,
oh my God, whatever. Okay, so have fun, everybody. Talk to you later.